Today we're going to reupholster these 1966 Caprice bucket seats and rear seat. We're going to get as much as we can get done today. It's going to have new foam. Everything's new. The seat covers came from, what is the name of that place?
I gotta look at the box.
Hubbard's.
Yeah.
The seat covers came from Hubbard's Impala parts, but they were made by PUI. The only place I found them was on Hubbard's Impala parts. I was told by somebody else there on Classic Industries, but I didn't see them on there. Anyway, PUI is the same company that makes almost all the seat covers. But he ordered these and they took months to come in, probably over 6 months. But he finally got them in and they look good. But you can see all this nasty stuff here. We're gonna replace all this because this is the stuff that just stinks when inside your car and looks really nasty. It gets all over your carpet if you try to. Some people try to reuse foam, but I think at the age of these cars, it's almost impossible to reuse it and be successful with it and it not crumble while you're riding down the road. So what we got to do first on these bucket seats is take the seats apart. There's some parts here, bumpers that have to come off. These brackets that hold the back pieces on, they have to come off. But that's where we're going to start. So the biggest thing we got to figure out is how to get this apart, because it has to come apart with the, that's not a screw right there, that's a...
No. Well, you probably have to get some of this cover off first.
No, it don't, because you got to put it back together.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Tape on there.
So we haven't done this before on this type of seat. What we're thinking to get to the hinges is this back carpet piece has to be done last. So we're going to cut the hog rings off the back carpet. Yep, now we're already seeing the hinges, so that's definitely the case with this. We couldn't find any videos exactly of these seats, so we're going to make one. So the final assembly of this seat has got to be done with the seat bolted together. And to get these hog rings off, you can just clip them like he's doing, or you can grab them and twist them, is what I was told watching another video. He said that was actually an easier way of doing it. They're pretty soft metal, and they come out fairly easy. Yeah, now you can see there's 2 bolts that holds each hinge in. So basically we got to just remove the hog rings on all the carpet on the back of the seat and this little edge here. When we go back, we'll have to go back in the same order. In the back, the very last bit of this, they've got hog ring directly to the
springs broke.
The springs here at the bottom.
Maybe not.
It's got a listing wire that goes across the bottom of here that we'll have to put back in the new seat when we do it. because I don't have any new listing wire. If you don't have any, you can use a coat hanger. See this?
Mm-hmm.
That has to be reused. This cardboard's gonna have to be reused for you too. A lot of this stuff they don't make reproductions of. I guess you could make it yourself if you had one that was so bad you couldn't use it. I'll take those off when you get. But yeah, there's rat's nests. Almost every one of these seats I've ever worked on, you can tell rats have built, or mice have built nests in there. And it ends up making it smell horrible. You can see right there, it makes a really big mess on the floor too if you do it inside.
Okay.
All right, so now we've gotten to the point where we can take the hinges off from the backs, and we're gonna take the tracks back off. He's already taken them off earlier and painted them and greased them because they'd been sitting a long time. They were kind of hard to move. And there's one bolt at the end, and the other one you'll have to slide forward to see the other bolt. It's right there. You soaked them in vinegar, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we figured
White
out
vinegar.
soaking them in white vinegar, it really takes all the rust off because these were pretty rusty. Yeah.
Don't want to cut it. Hold it down though, I can screw that out.
It's already out, really.
Still enough in there, it won't let it out.
All right, so you gotta be careful when you do that not to lose your spring. And we're gonna also keep up with which one's which. The seats may be identical, but I don't know if they're different left and right. I imagine they are probably identical. But it can be aggravating when you're trying to figure something out and you've mixed up stuff.
That's the same as the other bolts.
Yeah, probably.
Looks like it.
Okay, so now we're going to take the hog rings off, and you can see this thing's hog ringed all around the edge here. So when we go back, we'll put it back in the same order that we take it off in. Yeah, it does work pretty good that way, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
These might work good. You can try them, like grabbing them and rolling them, because I got that.
Seems to be working fine.
Yeah. I was watching a video earlier, and the guy literally used old foam back in the seat that he took apart, and I'm thinking, there's no way.
Not if you can help it.
I've also seen videos where people have extremely good condition upholstery, like a car that's been in the garage the whole time.
Yeah.
They'll take the covers off and put new foam and put the original covers back on. Which, I mean, originals always look better. I can't imagine having any that's in that good of a condition.
No.
But if they were inside, they would be, you know?
Yeah.
If it was kept indoors, climate controlled. But you can see the fabric and everything. That's why it doesn't matter how good your seat covers look on these old cars. If it's been sitting outside,
Yeah, it's dry rotted.
it's dry rotted. My Impala was the same way. The seat covers were really good condition for the age, but they dry rotted, and immediately if you start riding them, they just fall apart. To me, this is one of the most exciting things to redo on the car because it looks so much better when you do them. Before I did my, leave them in there till we get done. That way we'll try to put them back the way they were. When I did my Impala, I was literally going from this, just like this, to the brand new ones. And it looks so much better. Okay, so we took out the hog rings all around the edge and we started to pull it off, and we realized it's attached right here. So if you look, it's like So it's like a double attached. It's attached on the outside and attached on the inside. And all that stuff's very important to put it back the same way. You take it off. That's what makes it look right when you work on it. And it's probably going to be attached also down through the foam. I'll just clip this. What?
Hey, look on that side.
There's still one. This thing's still not out. Grab it and pull it this way. Alright, now that looks like it's... So we're going to flip it back over. We're taking it apart very carefully because we have to put it back the way it come out. And that's not always as easy as you would think. So most likely, it may have hog rings that go down through the foam right here. And that's going to be one of the hardest things to see. All right, so you see the slits in the foam. So there's hog rings that hold it on. And that gives the seat the contour. That way it's not just flat. Pull up the sides like this way. So he's just ripping it out. When we put it back, we'll have to do it more carefully. But it was very nasty. Hold on a minute. All right, so it's got like a cord. It doesn't have listing wire in that part. I remember that from mine. It has like a cord or a bead that runs down through it. So, and they when they hog ring it down, they hog ring it to the listing wire that's on the frame underneath. You can see these hog rings, and it goes around that cord that's in the cover, which basically works the same as the listing wire. So these things are also hog ringed on the seat foams. But as you can see, there's no way this could be reused, this foam. It's really nasty. And the seat foams are hog ringed around the edge. They come with this fabric on there. And then there's burlap on top of the springs. That helps to protect the foam. You can just rip this thing off and we'll put it back, and we'll take all the hog rings off. You can probably just go down the side and cut these hog rings if they're... There's one. There's also batting that is on here from the factory. Or that's what I call it. I don't know what it's really called, but we're gonna use something else because we don't have that. We're gonna use like a blanket or something. Yeah.
I'm saying another 10 years or 20 years, it'd been gone.
Okay, so we took the grinder with the wire wheel on it and took off as much of the rust that we could. This seat frame's in good shape, just surface rust. We're not going to take the springs apart to clean that down there. Too much trouble to do that. But you can see the bottom came out really good. And we're going to spray it with some paint just to try to encapsulate everything that's there so that it doesn't flake off and into the car and stuff. So we're just putting a coating on here. We're using some paint that I already had in my cabinet that I wanted to get rid of for the first coat. And we'll paint the bottom part here with black so you can, because you may be able to see it, but it's good to put a coat of paint on it. It kind of puts everything, keeps stuff from coming off. I mean, we're taking the upholstery off the back of the seat now, and you can see the way it's put together. The upholstery has hog rings and the wire inside that goes right up to the bottom here. The other one we painted and we're letting it dry right now, the base, so that when we get ready to go back with it, it's going to be ready to go. It'll dry pretty quick here out in the sun. So underneath this back cover, they're hog ringed to the springs with this fabric that's on the inside. And you can see the mouse nest inside of here too. They have a fun time with that batting material that's in these seats.
I don't think I can get much more now.
Probably not. That's probably good enough. So we got all the upholstery off the back just like we did on the bottom. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to spray paint it. He also used the wire wheel and took off all the surface rust it could get off the flat parts. Some of this stuff we really can't do. Okay, so we're transferring over all the wires and stuff that has to be used to attach this with the hog rings to the springs. And some of this stuff's not usable. This was originally paper coated listing wire. Some of this was, and some of it was cord. This listing wire is broken and rusted. So we're going to use electrical wire. It's stronger than that cording stuff that they originally used, so it should work fine for this. All right, so we got the seat frame painted. We got everything ready to put back. You can buy burlap at Hobby Lobby. So this original burlap's got some little wires ran through it. I don't think we're going to use the little wires. We're just going to make it. But you can see the original burlap. They ran it right down through here and hog ringed it on in a couple spots. So we're going to make something just like that. We'll lay it out here. Get it the right length. Cut it. We'll probably have to trim it some more.
All it is.
No, we're just gonna roll it on the edges and hog ring it down. So the hog ring pliers are spring loaded. You just put the hog ring in there like this, and you get it in the pliers.
Basically, just shove it down around whatever you're trying
Put
to
it
do.
wherever you want. And the only purpose for the burlap is to keep the springs from eating into the foam. And we buy new burlap too because the old stuff's so rotten. What I didn't show here is there's 2 wires run down through here that were there from the factory. We didn't remove them. They're still there. They're going to be important for putting the seat covers on. Because it gives a contour to the seat cover. You have to attach them there. Otherwise the seat cover will be flat and it'll be like flapping in the middle.
You gotta do the back too.
Yeah.
And going that far is alright?
Well, we'll be going back with more of that.
Oh, okay.
And when the sponge goes on, it'll put more.
Alright.
So from the factory, they had some little wool pads that went in between here, and I think the purpose was to keep the springs from making noise when you're riding on and they're touching each other. So we're going to cut pieces of blanket because all of our material was destroyed. We just use an old blanket that we have here for this stuff. I think you can get the bend. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Stuff. Like this. Whatever you do, if you watch this video, don't tell my wife that I cut up her blanket. We got that part done. Now what we're going to do is cover this with a blanket all the way to the edge and to wrap over the edge. What we don't want is our new seat covers to somehow get rubbed by any of this metal or even the sponges. This is really to protect the sponges here. This is what I used on my Impala, this same type of blanket. It's like the cheap China blankets or something, I don't know what they are. I'm going to start in the middle and pull out from it. And stretch it out. Yep, we're good. That's what it is, I found right here.
Really?
Yeah, they work. No, it's really good. I like the color right there. There's nothing to touch right here. All right, now we've got the blanket on here. My listing wires are underneath here. I didn't remove them, they're the originals. I'm gonna put a black mark with a big black Sharpie there, so when I get ready to tie down these seat covers, so I'm gonna go ahead and just mark it there. So next we gotta cut a hole through these seat foams right here, where the indentation is. We're just gonna open it up down through there. I'm gonna use my scissors wherever they are.
I'll make you cringe setting up my brand new seat.
This is foam I think we bought from Classic Industries. So when we lay it up here, we look down through the hole, you'll see the two black lines, they line up perfectly with it. So now we're going to attach the seat foam around the edges. This seat foam doesn't have the fabric on it. It has fabric built into the back of it. So it will stay in place. We're going to hog ring around the edges. And make sure it's all lined up right. And it is. We're just going to go around the edges and hog ring the foam down to the seat springs.
just want to make sure you look at that. Yeah, I guess we'll get back up in the heads and see. No, we can. Oh.
All right, so we attached it all the way around. We're going to attach it at the back here. So that's pretty much it for putting the foam down. Okay, so we're getting ready to put the cover on. And the first thing you do is on the back here, you line this piece up. And we've got in our case, we're using coat hangers. We don't have paper coated listing wire, but, well, this is an original paper coated list. No, it's coat hanger. So you line it up evenly here. And then you fold this over. You look down in our crack here and you can see our mark that we drew on the blanket down in there. So we got a coat hanger in here. You take your hog rings and you hook around there, run it down there and connect it into that where you drew your line at, and then it'll be connected to the wire there, and that's what's going to give the contour to the seat. You grab the wire, push down in there around the wire underneath.
Awesome.
It's kind of an awkward thing to do. And difficult to do too. This is one of the worst parts because you can't see what you're doing.
Maybe I'm making it worse for you.
I don't think so. See if you can reach up from behind there and pull that foam away from where I'm doing. And I think that's fighting me too.
That help? You're staying on your line, ain't you?
Mm-hmm. It's definitely all the way to the end. I think in the middle there somewhere I'm going to need to get one better. Can you feel where I missed it or something?
Yeah, that guy makes it look so easy, don't he?
Well, he does that every single
Yeah.
day.
I can see he's done it a million times. He sure makes it look easier than what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna say cut that thing off first.
Cut it right there.
You got the fleas? Oh, she said no. She's like, nope, ain't fleas. Yeah, the push way down.
You get it?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how you know.
keep working on it. This is the hardest part by far. I got it that time too, I believe.
Yep, you did. I can feel it underneath.
Mm-hmm.
I think you did.
Yeah, I think so. It'll look way different even once you get over the edges.
Yeah, it should pull it some.
Yeah, and this junk, and it may, I remember mine had minor wrinkles in it for a while, even with it, you know, it just takes time to get them out too. Whew. So now that we got it connected down through here, we're going to pull these over. We already have our wire in the edge there, so we're going to take it and pull it down over the edge. And push the foam up in there. And we're going to try to work it around there and smooth it out as much as possible. You want to get the foam even up into there. And you kind of have to work it until it gets as smooth looking as possible. Where this has a lot of pleats in it. The more wrinkles you get out, the better on that. Well, it's probably going to look like that too, and some because of the buttons and all the seams. You're going to have a little bit of that. I'm just going to start trying to get these edges, and that's going to probably be like that too because of this seam.
So just stay like that?
I think it probably will. I don't know how that it wouldn't, because there's an indentation in the foam there, you know. A lot of the wrinkles will come out with time and the sun.
I think he attached the back next, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
So this seat has a piece that connects right in the middle, and that's what we're going to connect first. It's got to come back to here.
Fine. Come on, Granny.
So we're going to connect the middle first. And work our way away from that. And we got holes on the front here that we're going to bring these up to.
See, you think I should have gone up higher? Or?
I
Yes, it can't.
don't see where it would. Let's look at it. You can flip it over and look at it as you go, and it actually looks. You can, well, that's
We ain't
not.
done that side
You
yet.
can see
We ain't done this side.
as we go around, it starts to pull out more of the wrinkles, and it looks better and better. So there's two spots right here where you got to put some short pieces of listing wire, maybe 2.5 inches, and there's two tie downs here on the sides, and that's very important for your front to back alignment. It'll keep the cover from pulling forward. And there's two hog ring attachment points down here. And that keeps the seat cover from moving. Alright, I got those two in. Alright, after we got those attached, we're going to come through the back of the seat and connect this wire at the back that's going through the one that we aligned first. It goes around the paper coated listing wire and connects directly around the seat spring. I'll try to get 4 springs there. Alright, that does it for that. Then we got a piece of cardboard that was in it originally. I don't have anything that's I think it goes like that. Now we're going to put this stretch panel piece of cardboard that gives extra support in case somebody wants to in case somebody kicks the back of your seat, it doesn't put pressure on the seat cover. On the back of our 1966 model, it's plastic. I mean, it's carpet. So we're going to stretch the carpet as far as we can down here and connect to the spring under the bottom. Some cars have vinyl all the way down, but in our case we have carpet. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing we did on the bottom on the back now, and we're going to put a piece of burlap on there in the middle, and then we're gonna take the blanket and cover the rest of it.
You want to fold that under so you got double bite.
Try to make it as
Yeah, without hacking it up in a thousand
use
pieces.
the most we can out of it.
You want it to lap over
Yeah,
around the edges.
we try to get the most we can out of one.
Yeah, I understand. It makes good sense. Smart. Yes. Like I said, I just want to do all of them. Yeah, somebody someday will be redoing these.
Like, man, what?
Zebras in the seats? What the heck was that about? Time capsule.
I don't even know where this thing came from.
Yeah, I dread this part. It's the shitty part. All bringing that part. Terrible. Rest of it wasn't bad at all, but that part is not fun. It's like the manliest pair of scissors I've ever seen.
Do this with another pair and you'll see why I got these. You can cut something with these.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine. But they are massive. Yeah, because most scissors ain't worth a crap. Especially if you buy them cheap.
Well, these ain't cheap.
Well, no, I'd
And
say
they ain't
no.
small.
No.
And I bought them on purpose that way. Alright, so we're going to put the foam on first. The foam slides over the, oh yeah it is, isn't it? Yeah. Slides over the back of the seat like that.
You gotta touch it up there first, or you don't touch it up there at all?
So lay it down. We make sure it's centered up, which it centers itself up pretty easily.
Where's your pencil mark? Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of. So we have the hangers in here.
we cut this on.
Hold on. Yeah, I got you. Oh, yeah. We folded the seat cover inside out and we're laying it down on here. And you want to line up this top corners.
Yeah, to me, that don't exactly line up with the splits, like the bottom did.
What do you mean?
But I guess it's meant to stretch when
Yeah,
you
it
get.
is. So then we got to go through the same process of hog ringing the.
So we don't have to hog ring the rest of this then?
No, there's nowhere to hog ring it. It cups over the thing. It's gonna stay where it's at. You know what I'm saying? The top
Yeah,
is.
it pulls it around. It pulls it like that.
Mm-hmm.
What's up? You got to put down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Push that harder than you got. We're doing good this time. I just fixed it.
Put a little closer together.
Right. You did it. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. You definitely got it that time. That one's definitely in. I heard it and saw it.
Push that other one out so it don't.
Make sure you cut the, I'm gonna say don't cut the good one. Yeah, this is the worst part, is this stupid part. The rest of it goes.
Got it that time.
It's once you get where you go, it's so easier. And this will pull. It's the hard part.
Hold on, that has to go over the top first.
Yeah. You have to actually get one corner all the way over first. It said this was supposed to line up with the bottom of the seat.
What?
This.
Bottom of what? Where? Right here?
Yeah.
Well, what I see don't look too bad.
Yeah, except for this. It feels like it's still got to be pulled down toward me.
He said he had to work it down
Yeah,
there.
because this corner is like down here. It's still a ways up.
Well, you almost got it, don't you?
I just shoved that corner up in there. gotta get that out of there. I think this still gonna have to be walked down some or something. Still seems awfully high. But that's we're that far off. Dude, man, that's way down here.
Almost feels right too.
Except for that we're that far off. I mean, that's 2 inches. Wait, you're hung here. This should go over top. That might be part of the problem. Maybe they ain't pulling down because of that. Yeah, because that stretches all the way down to there, so. I'll say that could have had something to do with it.
Keep it on top of them.
Good Lord, man. It's almost like it needs to come this way.
Once it goes over, it's going to be a piece of cake.
Yeah, but see, it showed him. I think it was turned in a little bit, maybe. Like that. It's like trying to put on a sock, it's too small. Or underwear, it's too small. Huh. Hold on. It's like it's just way too high. That about got it, ain't it?
Yeah, I think it's close.
Oh my God, that sucked. That was the worst part. But it is tucking it into the side. Seemed like men just standing up and pulling on it like an idiot. Make sure it's up there where you want it, because I can probably try to pull on it a little more if it ain't exactly there. Man, that sucked. Like I said, do you want to do that or attach the top first? Let's see, they said this is supposed to line up with that.
Hmm.
It does. It does. I think we're about there. I can't swear the corners are 100% yet, but we're close. I wouldn't get too carried away till we know if them corners are where you want them.
I think we'll be able to move the corners a little better if there's something holding them
Oh, maybe.
in the middle.
Maybe so. I don't remember.
It connects here, here, and here. Let's do this top first.
I would do the top, and if we're gonna pull it any more, then we need to do it before you do the sides, I'd think. You agree? Because once you do them sides, you ain't pulling them. Yeah, that one is still slightly off. I think it's that side that's not right. I think the other side's right. If you flip it over, you can tell. But see, to me, this almost feels like it's got no foam up in there, like it needs to be shoved more up in here. See, right there though.
I don't think there's a whole lot more you're gonna do to it. You know? I don't see how you can get it much further.
I got nothing to push off of.
It moved. It moved actually.
That's where you need to stand up and put your foot on it, because that's the only way I can hold it down is put your foot in there. And work it from the bottom. Just put some foot on it, pressure on that foot. What do you think?
I think that's all you're gonna get.
Did that help?
I mean, to me it's the same on both sides.
Okay. I think it's right real close now anyhow, and it was not before. That sucks. God knows that sucks.
So we tucked these corners in first. Then we pulled this piece of the whatever you call it, the bead, and we connected it here. Then we connected these pieces in the side here. Then we connected these ones on the, well, we did the same thing on the other side. So now we're pretty much at the point of stretching this up
How far up does it go?
to there.
Wow.
You can see the, I don't think it'll be a problem. Oh, I'm stop.
Huh?
Let me see some. No, it's just hard rings.
On this one, you should have covered that in blanket. Good God, man, that's not gonna stretch that far. I'd sure hate for it to rub a hole in that.
Yeah, me too.
Cause that is stretched tight, man.
Mm-hmm.
Feel better about that.
Gonna go under that. That's one way. Yeah.
You still gonna try to put them here?
I think we should. I think
Yeah.
it'll look better.
But you got no metal there. There was some little pieces I threw in the trash.
We can't do that, I don't think.
Well, anything probably better than nothing. Here, here's a short piece. Take that and shove it in there.
Here, we'll do this.
Got nothing to get a hold of there, man.
What's all that? Throw them on the floor.
Oh, I'm knocking them off. Sliding the blanket off. That'll work. Don't know why it won't. I think it'll work better than just hooking it into the vinyl. Oh no. Yeah, man. Reupholstering my seats for my '66 Caprice. Yeah, it's it is not fun. Yeah, we've been all day and we got one bottom and just got the back done on one seat.
So we're test fitting the back cover what we did was measured from the bottom of this bracket here. It goes up 2 1/4 inches and about 1/8 of an inch over from the corner on both sides. Then we put them in and tightened it down. We took a punch. We took a punch and that's why it didn't go down. You didn't have it in.
Oh, really?
We took a punch and punched through there, and then we put the screws in place. We're still missing the chrome piece that goes around the top of here, the plastic chrome strip, but we're gonna get it later.
Well, where did those black pieces of the metal things go?
They go on the bottom.
The what?
The bottom.
Oh.
They go over the edge.
It's not feeling at all.
That should be easy to find.
Well, you'd think. I can't even see that piece over here. It's got to be close to the edge.
Oh,
We're hitting something there, a hog ring. Still struggling with that one?
it's in there.
We gotta finish putting this together, don't we? But we gotta hook the hinges up first.
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing it does is holds the little piece.
It gives you something to hook the carpet to.
Could be that too.
I ain't seeing nothing else for it. Because I thought, oh, it keeps that from going back, but it don't do that at all, because that don't do anything. That's what keeps the seat from leaning back too far, is that and that.
Mm-hmm. So we took a punch and located we took a O-ring pick and located the bumpers for this. We got to paint these. We painted them and we didn't realize they were going to show up. But anyway, the brackets went on there. These brackets we believe they're used to attach the carpet to. So we got to flip it over and attach the carpet and put the 2 side skirts and the tracks on. And then we will be complete with this. I think it looks pretty good. Came out good, I'm happy with it. So now we're tucking the corners in, and our seat for the 66 Caprice has carpet on the back of it right here. Some of the later cars had they had vinyl all the way down. So I rolled the carpet over on the edge so it wouldn't be a raw edge there. And you kind of got a feel for the
Where's your plunks?
the other hole. I can feel it right here. That way you grab both holes with that, and you tuck everything up in there.
There's nothing to bring any of this to.
We're looking at our other seats to figure out how this goes. This is made a little different too. So we're gonna just fold this over, roll it up under there like that. And then we're gonna roll this and hovering it on both sides.
There ain't no hole there. Oh, I guess there was.
It's a tiny hole. Hopefully for nothing. And we're estimating, we wasted some hog rings because we had to do a little bit of trial and error on certain things. We're estimating that you probably need at least 500 hog rings, probably 600 or 800 hog rings to do the front and back seats. We probably wasted a little more than we needed to because we had to reduce some things. Hold on, let's do this first. So we're going to tuck these in. And roll this carpet over. Hold on, I can't see nothing.
I know, you need a light.
Yeah, I can get a light, but
The hole's right there.
okay.
But you gotta get the carpet in there.
Did I get it at all?
I think so.
Let me get there.
There's the other hole.
I didn't get that correctly. There we go.
Yeah, that one missed something.
Yeah, it missed the metal bracket. All right. There's that little hole.
I just tuck that up in there.
You feel the hole?
Yeah, but there's still like a.
Yeah. Where'd that go? Let's give me another one. Alright, we got it right that time. Put that in the corner from there to the. So roll that up in there first. We'll roll this next. We can tack that down after we.
See, there's no hole there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said that over here, because I don't think you hit anything over here. You couldn't have. There's no hole there.
There. Oh no, there wasn't. No. Thought I did.
No, it's just the
Oh.
knots.
Now we got all that on.
Yeah, I'd say tack this down. Or
Yeah, where it don't get in the way. Both sides.
yeah, on both sides.
We get that foam in it right out of the garage. Should be good. Let's get these
I'm gonna go get the.
side covers.
Well, that's right.